Hello everyone, so for this problem set we're going to evaluate the limits of these expressions. In the first subproblem, it is the limit of x squared minus 3x minus 10 divided by x minus 5. So we see that when x approaches 5, both the numerator and the denominator approaches 0. So we can suppose that there's got to be a common factor between the numerator and the denominator. So we can start by factorizing the numerator, and we see that it can be factorized into x minus 5 and x plus 2. So this limit can be evaluated to x plus 2 when x equals to 5, so the answer is just 7. Now let's take a look at subproblem B. It is the limit of x squared plus 4 divided by x minus 2. Now this is when x approaches 2 from the left side. So we see that when x approaches 2 from the left side, the numerator is just 8, because, well, x approaches 2. Now, as for the denominator, when x approaches 2 from the left side, the denominator becomes increasingly close to 0. However, it is definitely smaller than 0 because x is smaller than 2. So as x gets closer and closer to 2, this formula becomes closer and closer to 8 divided by 0. So we see that this limit actually goes to negative infinity. So the limit of this formula is actually non-existent. So the limit does not exist at all. You have to be careful not to write negative infinity as your answer because infinity and negative infinity are not numbers. Therefore, it is not correct to write them down as your final answers. Now, let's take a look at subproblem C. It is the limit of tangent of 7x divided by sine of 3x. This is when x approaches 0. Now, a common limit of trigonometric functions would be this one. This is the limit of sine of x divided by x when x approaches 0. And the limit of this one would be 1. So we can separate our original problem, which is the limit of tangent of 7x divided by sine of 3x, into the limit of, well, tangent of x would be just sine of x divided by cosine x. So this is just sine of 7x divided by cosine of 7x times 1 over sine of 3x. So we want to make use of the limit, which is the limit of sine x divided by x. So how about let's just add a few more terms and make this limit into the limit of sine of 7x divided by 7x times 3x divided by sine of 3x times 1 over cosine of 7x times 7x divided by 3x. So we see that this limit evaluates to 7 over 3. So that's the answer of this subproblem.